Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy Dre Rich. And to my right is my betting companion in this world of sports. What's up, Shaq?
Man, crazy week. The NFL's getting real interesting right now. It's a lot of pick'ems, man. People getting benched. It's crazy. So I don't know, man. Let's get into this week recap. It was a rough week for me. Not gonna lie.
Hey, I'm telling you, there are some teams making some decisions, business decisions, and then there are some front offices looking at their coaches like, I'm about to make some decisions too.
Man, Todd Bowles, bro, is probably my favorite press conference of the year so far. I love it. It's so good. It is beyond PG-13. That is rated R, folks.
If you are of age, go check out that Todd Bowles press conference on YouTube. I'm sure you can Google it. It's everywhere. He drops a lot of
F-bombs. So good. He says it so nonchalant, bro. He's like the Terminator. He's just like straight monotone, like F-bomb, S-bomb, F-bomb, S-bomb, F-bomb. It's your job, F-bomb.
What he wasn't doing was taking accountability. He was blaming other people, not being accountable. So Todd Bowles do better. Okay, do better.
They are who we thought they were.
Game one. I'm telling you, they are who we thought they were, bro.
They are who we thought they were.
It's up there. It's up there with that press conference. Like for me, it's right there, number 2.
It's almost up there with Herm Edwards, bro. You play to win the game. It's like,
oh man,
like
I'll tell you what else cracks me up is it Mike Singletary? His press conference. I can't win with these guys. Nobody can win with these guys. You come out there, you play the game. If you don't want to play the game, then you ain't gonna win the game. He just goes off. Fired.
Welcome Todd Bowles to the press conference Hall of Fame. Yeah, you're in there.
Top 5, bro. Like it's up there. Like it's so good. You can't win with these guys. Nobody can win with these guys.
It might cost you your job, Todd Bowles, but hey, you'll be remembered forever with the F-bombs, the S-bombs you were dropping. Game 1.
I salute you, brother.
This is our Week 15 recap. These are games that already played, the games we already bet on, won and or lost on. Game 1 for the show, Shaq's first bet was Browns plus 7.5 at the Bears minus 7.5. Over under was 38.5. His best bet was the Browns plus 7.5. He just can't quit on Shedeur Sanders. I
can now. I can now. Let me inform you guys that I had a parlay. We're just the early slates, all the noon games, Missouri folk, 12 o'clock games. Only game I had wrong was this game. And not only did they not cover 7.5, they got blown out, bro. It was not
3
good.
points.
3, yeah. Wasn't good. It cost me $12K. 12K. That's the only game I needed for 12K, guys. And that's how it is sometimes.
If the Browns don't cover or score more than 3 points, then Quinshawn will not score. He did not score. Game 2 for the show. Game 1 for me. Bengals minus 2.5 at the Ravens minus 2.5 at the Bengals plus 2.5. Over under was 51.5. Ravens minus 2.5 cash. Bro, it was a freaking ploy from last week. You think people think the Bills are good. I can't wait to make so much money on them in the playoffs when I pick someone to upset them. Okay? Someone's going to upset the Bills. It could be the Colts.
Oh, bro. That's why I'm so big on the Texans. If the Texans get in, here's the thing. If the Texans win the division, most likely they play the Bills. That's a 3-5 match. Like, I'm just saying, and the Texans defense is, if you got no receivers, all they got to do is stop the run and smack you, bro. I'm telling you guys, I'm big on the Texans winning the AFC or at least making a deep run in the AFC playoffs this year because that defense is insane.
And I'm big on the Bills being upset because they thought the market thought the Bengals played the Bills pretty good. They should be able to beat the Ravens. Let's just put them +2.5. No, we got blown out. 0 points.
You got Depresso Espresso Joe over there, bro.
We told you in the last video last week, he looked like he was defeated. And we're going to bet on that. Him getting blown up. He did.
There's quarterbacks that want to play for next year, want to play for their quarterback, for their contract, for their stats. And then there's guys that when there's nothing to play for, they give up. And Joe is that guy. When there's nothing to play for, he's like, what am I doing this for? And he's been through a lot.
I think he's done. I think he's done with Cincy. And hey, come to New York. You would thrive in New York. Come on, Joe. But prop.
God damn, I don't know about that, bro.
Lamar Jackson over 1.5 passing touchdowns. That was my prop to pair with this bet. That was a +174 parlay. That did cash. We did cash on that. I take everything that's on the show, guys. Okay, I take everyone's. I took Shaq's Browns. It didn't hit, right? All right, that's okay because I took mine and then mine hit, so that balanced out the one that didn't hit. It just goes off and on. Like if I don't hit, you take Shaq's. Shaq's might hit. And you take you've at least overcame the first loss.
So I just got to stop taking so many of my own bets.
Game 3, because you are professional.
That's why I'm like, there's weeks where Dre holds me up with his bets. Hey, don't get me wrong. I know I've cashed you out a couple times this year, but I'm just like this week was I didn't cash anything but Dre's.
No, there are times in the show. Hey, we've been doing the show for like over 3 months. There's times where Shaq is the only one cashing, and luckily I am the one also telling his bets. So like, just tell both of us, and then you're bound to hit. Game 3
for sure.
Colts +3.5, 13.5 at Seahawks -13.5. Colts had covered because Shaq knew it. Okay,
you can't beat that bet presence, man.
Like we both knew Rivers was not inaccurate of a quarterback. He's a perfect game manager. Like so,
he's got that competitiveness, man. That you can't teach the competitiveness that Phillip Rivers has.
No,
and they played safe all game, and I'll tell you what, their defense really stepped up. They didn't allow a touchdown that entire game, but it was crazy. They had a chance to win that game late in the fourth.
It was a really close game, and it had to happen with the Seahawks having the last possession. That's what happens, man. Sometimes you use the better team gets the ball last. There you go. That's what happens, bro. But Taylor
did
not score. It was a game that did not feature 40 points. So, no, Taylor did not score.
Only one touchdown in the entire game.
But luckily, we gave you all a bonus prop, which was the Colts team total over 13.5. And it did cash. They did have 16 points. That is the over. So, you're welcome. People who didn't believe in Rivers, y'all don't really know football. Some of y'all don't know football. We know Phillip Rivers from a long time ago. We've already had our blunders betting wise. We've cashed. We cashed.
That's an old man River, dude.
Yeah, and we have lost money with Phillip Rivers before in the past. Okay, so
I was betting in the COVID days on Rivers last season. All right,
bro, I was betting when he was a Charger still.
Damn.
Bro, literally 18 years old. Where's the money on the wood? Put it on the Chargers.
Got that LT.
Yeah, bro, really. We got, yeah. I was putting money on them from a long time ago. But yeah, so that was easy for us to cash. Game 2 for the show. Well, game 2 for me. Game 4 for the show was not good. The Chiefs season over. Mahomes ACL over.
Damn, bro.
He'll be back week 6 of next year, probably.
That's what I was saying. Yeah. I was like, 9 months to the day he could start week 1. But dude, the offseason is its own soap opera, so we'll see.
He'll be here week 6 of next year, probably.
It's rough.
Pacheco rushing yards? No, did not hit because the Chiefs, they suck. Game 5, game 3 for Shaq was a good game. And he cashed all these props. It was the Lions at the Rams, Lions +6, Rams -6, over under 54.5. The Shaq had the over 54.5. They cashed, bro, because it was a high scoring game. Over 60 points.
Yeah. I knew it would be, man. That Lions secondary. And Dan Campbell has got his foot on the pedal the whole way. Yep. From here till they win out, man. Lose out, whatever.
Shaq's prop. Jared Goff over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Yeah, it was a 67-point game. So yes, this happened. It correlates, but it goes together.
You got to make your bets make sense, man.
And this is one of the other bets that I won this week because I took both of our bets. I took all of our bets, singularly parlayed. So I singularly parlayed his, parlayed mine, and then I won some, I lost some. This is how it goes.
Yeah, I mean that's the life of a gambler, guys. Like you're gonna have times where you lose. Like, and generally it's a win-lose. Very rarely do you win every bet, and I mean very rarely.
Yes,
that's why I'm like this weekend was. I lost. So let me reframe to you guys. I had bad bets that I lost. I lost hard on that Browns game. That Browns game cost me a lot of money, guys. I don't know why. That was my for sure bet in my head. That game cost me a lot because I parlayed it with a lot of stuff. And so these 2 games and the one that Dre had right are the only things I had right. And it wasn't terrible. I have dreams too, guys. My best ball leagues failed out. My fantasy, I lost. Jahmyr Gibbs cost me money, and George Pickens cost me money in so many ways this weekend, and the Browns.
That's what I'm saying, guys.
It was all right. It wasn't actually.
So you win some, you lose some, and that's all you can say. But in the amount of time that you are betting, you should be winning more than you're losing. So, yes, there will be some weeks where we don't. We both go 1-1, or 1-2, or 2-3. But if you bet all 6 of the bets and you go 2-3 on all of them, you're 4-6. That's pretty damn good. So you got to take all the bets. Just take all the freaking bets.
Yeah, that's all, man. You're gonna make a profit if you take all of our bets separately. Generally, because we've been over 65% for most part of the year and that's with prop bets, and this is just coming into this, and we've been killing it with the lines so far. We haven't had a 0 week at all between the 2 of us. No.
We haven't had less than a 50% week since week 1. Week 1 was our worst week. Okay, we had to have the eulogy. We had the glasses on. It was a rough week for us. We were like, "Hey, this podcast it might not work out, brother." But no. After that, we started cashing. Okay, and then we started getting more into our rhythm, getting more into our format, and now we've been winning money. We've been over 50%. You could not have bet this entire show from the beginning of the season to now and have not made money. and you should be over your money. We've been over 50% since week 1. So you should be over 50% for the entire season. If you would bet, you should be over by a lot. If you would have bet that last Thursday night game with the freaking Buccaneers and the freaking Falcons, you would have been way up because it was plus 1,400. And that's the last time I'm going to brag about that. We have to hit another one. We do have to hit another one.
Kyle Pitts, baby.
Hey! He had a crazy game, bro.
Bro, he will never have that ever again.
Hey, as long as we have it on camera, you can't say it didn't happen.
Hey.
Game 6, though. Game 6. My third game. Also a cash that you could have had if anyone who watched this show would have bet this game. You would have won money because it was scary. No, I was scared. Halftime, I was like, "Oh,
it was."
Shit. Suck. But I told you, Bills money line because we don't do anything else in this division but split. Everyone gets to win against everyone, unless you're the Jets. If you are the Jets, okay, then you might lose both back to back against anyone in this division, okay? But if you are not the Jets, you're gonna split. Okay, Dolphins will split with the Patriots, possibly. The Patriots will definitely split with the Bills every year since Tom Brady has left. Either the Bills dominate them both times or they split. And so now the Patriots are so good. Oh, the Patriots are so good. They're going to split. Okay, that's just how it goes, bro. And I told y'all I am a Jets fan. This is the only time where you can literally take a Jets fan's perspective on the game of football. Really? When it comes to their divisional opponents. I just know how these teams work. And that meant to say Dalton Kincaid, over 3.5 receptions. Of course, if the Bills were going to come back at all in that game, it was because Dalton Kincaid was getting open. If he had a shitty game, Bills were not going to win. Correlation. Your prop bets, anything you parlay in the same game has to correlate with the main bet, or else you're negating your main bet. So it hit plus 242. This was one of the highest parlay prices on our slate this weekend. Plus 242. And you could have cashed that if you would have listened. I mean, why watch the show and then not bet on our bets? It makes no sense to me.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's why I'm like, what I've done in the past that's helped out on our show is mix and match our parlays, and that cashes out for plus 700, plus 800. Put $20, man. You're making profit. And like you were saying, since week 1, which was rough, we've been plus money. If you followed this show, if you did take all of our bets separately in one way or another, and especially this new format, we're cashing. We're making you guys money. So, I mean, and that's what gambling is. If you're a realist, you realize that, you're going to make so much money, and you're going to have better weeks. You're going to have down weeks. It's just like the stock market, guys. It's all about bank management, bankroll management, what you can afford to lose, what you can't afford to lose. Bet within your bankroll, and it just all comes back to that. And if you're following us, we're cashing you out. It's about the slow grind. They call it a grind for a reason, man.
Yep. And if you were to bet $10 on each parlay this weekend and Monday Night Football, you would have at least been even, because the 242 definitely helped out if you did not hit on all 6 bets. So just saying, it's not just about winning and losing. It's about the odds you're betting on when you win or lose. So this 242 could have helped you if you would have lost the Browns one. That would have helped you out because you would have made more money than you lost, guaranteed. Or if you would have bet on Shaq's Rams game, okay, and then lost on my Chiefs game, you're up on whatever you lost on my Chiefs game. It's so hard to people to understand. But once you do this for a long time and you are tired of losing money, you're gonna listen to us on how to build a bankroll, how to maintain the bankroll, and how to make enough money off of bets, even when you lose. So keep watching the show. You'll learn. We'll keep talking about it as we continue this show. We ain't going nowhere. Okay? We ain't going nowhere. The brand is live. The brand is Brolic. Okay. Sunday Night Football, though. Okay, we did not do good. Okay, Shaq did good. Shaq was on point. He had everything set up. He threw the alley oop. Shaq threw the alley oop to me, and then I failed because we both had the over 47.5. It was the Vikings plus 5.5, Cowboys minus 5.5. He had the over 47.5. It cashed easily. Javonte Williams, touchdown, cashed in the first half easily. It happened. But Justin Jefferson still is nowhere to be found. What the hell happened to 2 catches for 20 yards?
Bro, it's insane. It's insane. Like, for some reason, and McCarthy hasn't been great. He's been better as of late. Like, I mean, the kid's had less than, I think he's had 10 starts total. So, but it's just insane that you don't find Jefferson. You don't draw schemes up for Jefferson. You don't have him being the first read. You don't have him being the check down. You don't have him in the slot. You're not trying to make it easier on him. And for some reason, he loves throwing to Naylor. It's just such an inconsistent offense, and it's crazy because you're paying Jefferson a lot of money, and the man has had less than 60 yards the last 3 weeks combined.
You're wasting money. You're wasting money.
It's brutal.
And that's what killed our bet, bro, because that bet would have made you plus 475. You would have made $40 if you would have bet $47 if you would have bet $10, dude. God dang. Jefferson. It was alley-oop, okay?
I did agree with you on the Jefferson thing, though. So I'm not gonna just throw you under the bus, bro. I just figured if they're gonna get him involved, it would be against this Cowboys defense. And they won the game. They blew the doors off. The overhit. It's just insane. I agreed with you. I was like, surely he didn't have 60. He didn't have a touchdown. He didn't have shit, bro. Ah, man. It was like, well,
no, bro. No throwing under the bus, bro. Like we agree on the bets that are on the show. And if I disagree, I let you know up front. I'll let you know on camera, on the show, like, hey, bro, best of luck to you, but you're on your own. Like, I will tell you when that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've had so many consensus bets, and there's no one being thrown under the bus when a bet loses. We're just expressing that, hey, this time you gave me the alley-oop. The ball was dropped because of me. And then we have this one where Monday Night Football, Dolphins +3, Steelers -3, over under 42.5. I tried to tell you that I was not going to take the Dolphins, bro. The Dolphins are fucking garbage. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, they're so gross, dude.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Like, I hate them. And you made me take them.
bro. There's a reason I didn't hit you up after this game. It was so bad. I was like, man, this is fucking bad, dude. This is not good. It's bad when Aaron Rodgers is talking shit on your sideline during the game. You are fucking terrible. And they benched Tua this today. They're gonna start Quentin Ewers. That tells you how bad fucking Zach Wilson is. They're taking a 7th round guy and putting him in, but Mike McDaniels is like, I'm done, dude. You can't fucking play in the cold. Fuck you, bro. I'm bitching your ass. You haven't won a game over 30 degrees in your fucking life. I'm done, man. My job comes before you, bro. He'll be a Falcon next year or some shit.
You don't really need. I did say Zach Wilson's not good, okay, but you don't really need to test him because he went to BYU. He's played in the cold. He's not worried about the cold, okay? He might be in a quarterback battle for next year's starting job. You haven't seen the last of Zach Wilson. People say that the Jets ruined Zach Wilson, actually. Not really Zach Wilson. So we'll see what happens. He's on the roster as a backup for a reason. He could be decent. He has scrambling ability. I'm not advocating for Zach Wilson, but the Dolphins are trash, bro. We should not have taken them. I told you not to take them. We did anyways. But Ollie Gordon, touchdown, did not happen. It was a good sweat because he did have carries in this game. He was used, especially whenever they were down by a lot. He was used a lot, so it was still up in the air. The Steelers' defense is too freaking good, okay? And or not even just that they're not even good. The Dolphins are just trash. But this is how I know our picks did not correlate because my best bet was Aaron Rodgers over 1.5 touchdowns passing. That was not going to go well with the Dolphins +3, okay? And I still was like, I'm giving this out, bro. This is the best bet I got because it was plus money. I got it at +110, which was crazy. I was like, Aaron Rodgers over 1.5 passing +110. I'm taking that.
First of all, DK Metcalf had to be a fucking Mortal Kombat finish him to get to the goddamn end zone. He threw like 3 dudes aside like toddlers, bro. It was like kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nope, get off me. Peace. I'll see you tomorrow. So that was insane. But yeah, no, you were right. You were definitely right on this game. And I'll never take the Dolphins or Tua in the cold again. Because the whole time, man, it got to halftime, and when they hit that 21-3 lead in the third quarter, I was like, I don't even want to text Trey. That's how mad I am right now. And the Ollie Gordon sweat was pissing me off, too, because I had money on that. And just,
Yeah, bro. I had so there's a boost you can have on DraftKings. I took the Ollie Gordon touchdown with $17. With the boost, 17 would have me 120. That was like, damn, that's a good sweat. I'm sweating that. And it didn't hit, so it is what it is. But Ollie Gordon, I'm sure you'll be getting a lot more work now that the Dolphins are done and they benched Tua. I mean, they can't play A-Chan that much either, bro. I got to put Ollie Gordon in more often. But that was our bets for the weekend and the Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football. Week 15 is done. On to week 16. We start with this Thursday Night Football game. Rams +1.5 at the Seahawks -1.5. Over under. I didn't even put the over under, bro. I don't even know what it is. Let me see what that is real quick. It is 42.5. Over under is 42.5. It don't matter what the over under is, bro. We're on the Rams money line, bro. Fuck the over under. We're going with the Rams money line. But why are we going with the Rams money line, Shaq?
All right. Well, it was 44.5, so this line has moved, and I got it early, and that's why I'm like. But I've also taken nothing but the Rams money line because, like you were saying, I was trying to tell you yesterday when we were talking about this game. I was like, I can't trust Sam Darnold under pressure. He folds every time like a lawn chair, bro. every time. When the game counts in prime time, or when it's for the division, or if it's a playoff game, he can't win it because Sam Darnold, he gets in his own way, bro. It's not good. Plus, they're down their own tackle right now, their best tackle on an already terrible line, and their running game is the bottom of the league. They're like 30th in the league with both running backs after contact, which means they're getting hit in the backfield. And when they do get hit, they drop because it's not very far running wise. So I got to take the Rams here. Division's on the line. Devontae Adams or not, they're going to scheme it up. Jared Verse hasn't had a sack in the last like 4 weeks, and they're going to move him around on that line. And where you're weak at with that tackle out, there's going to be pressure. And the Rams are going to get after him. I'm not saying it won't be close because division is naturally close, but at this point, the Rams money line is they're the plus odds to win Super Bowl right now at like plus 250. I think they're the odds on favorite. And Seattle for some reason is the second best odds. But come on, who's better, Sam Darnold or John Matthew Stafford? I'm going to take the guy with the ring every time.
Yeah, I'm with you, bro. Like I said, this is 100% a consensus bet. Rams money line. I'm not taking Sam Darnold in prime time. Are you freaking serious? He's the new Kirk Cousins of prime time. Okay, no. I'm not taking them. The Rams on the road versus the Seahawks, bro.
That ain't no problem. Huh? That ain't no problem.
I don't care. This is the only time I'm taking a dome team outside in the elements, okay? Because it's John Matthew Stafford, bro.
Exactly, and I'll tell you why. Because you saw that was the only team that almost had a chance at beating Philly in the playoffs last year. And they were driving in the snow from LA that play in a dome because it don't matter. You want to know why? Because John Matthew Stafford is built different, man. You go back and look at that Lions clip. The season's over. They have no chance of the playoffs. They're barely going to win 3 games that year. And he goes in with a dislocated shoulder and wins that game against the Browns. That is who we're talking about. So give me Stafford in the elements all day. Stafford can't do it. I mean, Devontae Adams or not, you've got Tutu Atwell, who's been a part of the team, knows the scheme for the last 4 years. And then you've got McVay, probably the best offensive-minded coach in the league, where everybody branches off of him. Like, he's been great. Stafford, who's a vet, 37 touchdowns on the year, under 6 interceptions for the year. Devontae Adams or not, you got Colby Parkinson, who's had multiple touchdowns. He's had 5 touchdowns in the last 4 games, I'm pretty sure. And that's with Devontae Adams, whether he plays or not. You got Corum, who's been a top 5 fantasy running back the last 3 weeks, with Kyron Williams finishing in the top 10. This team is clicking on all sides. Besides the Devontae Adams injury, they are relatively healthy. Dude, they're built for a Super Bowl run. And also, Sam Darnold chokes constantly under pressure.
The Rams are 5-2 on the road this season. They've only lost to 2 teams. The Panthers, bro. Okay, that was an anomaly. They were bound to lose after being on a win streak. Okay. And they lost to the freaking Eagles in Philadelphia. Other than that, bro, they're a good road team. I trust them on the road. I do. They've only had 1 road game indoors. So they played 5 games outside. And they almost won all of them. So I'm definitely giving, they are. If you play in Philly, bro, in October, that's still cold. It ain't that bad, but it's still cold.
And let's put it this way. I'm a true Philly fan, but we won that game on some bullshit. We should have lost that game. It was a blocked field goal at the end that would have sealed the game. We won by 1 point that got returned for a touchdown. That score does not show how we barely won that game. So we should have lost that game. They should be 12-2 right now. Not gonna lie to you guys on that.
And I 100% agree. That was a good game, bro. I didn't want to say too much about it because this is an Eagles podcast. So we will support the Eagles here. The Eagles should have lost that game. It was crazy, but it didn't happen. But your first prop for this game. Also, Rams being almost plus money is crazy. Like, get them now while it's plus money because it ain't ever gonna be plus money in the playoffs ever. It'll be minus 3, -2. He'll be favored every single game in the playoffs. I promise you. So take them plus money, near plus money right now. You can get plus 100 on some books. So shop your books, guys. Every book has a different price for this bet. They might have a plus 100 out there. Snag that. His first prop, though, Shaq's first prop, his only prop for this game is Sam Darnold INT, which correlates with our Rams money line. Why do you like the INT?
Man, I would even tease this up to 2. He had 4 against them last time. And like I said, the Rams, you're missing that tackle. Here's the thing: we were going over the numbers before this game. They tried running the ball. They tried passing the ball. They had over 38 minutes of possession in this game, and it was only a 40-point over/under because of the 4 interceptions. And you know what was on the line? The division. You know what was on the line when he was a Viking the last game of the season last year? The division. You know what was on the line when he was in the playoffs as a Viking last year on the road? A playoff win. You know what Sam Darnold doesn't do? Win games that are pressure. When it counts, he doesn't come through. You know what you can count on? Terrible play. He'll play. I made the playoffs and lost in the first round. He's gonna be the Dak Prescott for Seattle, bro. And I would almost tease this up to 1.5 for sure. Like, and I know that's plus money, but 4 picks last time. This Rams defense has been solid all year. They're gonna move, like I was saying earlier. Verse is gonna get moved around. There will be pressure, and Seattle can't run the ball, so he's gonna see it all day long.
All right, I agree 100%. Sam INT, it's juiced to minus 145, but that's okay because we gave you a near plus money bet with the Rams money line. So a correlated pick, even though it's juicy, it's still going to be good to fit with the Rams money line. And Sam Darnold, he has been throwing INTs to the Rams like ice cream cones and ice cream. So, bro, the books say that it's probably going to happen. It's so juiced. So I like that. But then also, like, I know Shaq said that the Seahawks aren't a good running football team. I know they don't run the ball very well. Okay. However, they're going to try their damn hardest to, as long as they can. The Rams will put up points, but until the Rams get a lead, the running game will be a focal point. So this over under is at 42.5, and it's leading under, right? Which means that they're expecting this game to be close. And in a close game where no one's getting blown out, the run game will be the key focus for the Seahawks team because they know they can't trust Sam Darnold. They know damn well he's not doing 20 dropbacks tonight, dude. No. So I'm saying that this is going to be a Charbonnet site. Okay. He does play well at home. He averages more than 35 yards per home game. He only needs 7 touches. If you do the math on how many touches he gets per game at home and the yards he's gotten at home, he's only needs 7 carries to get this number. He's gotten 37 yards on average every 7 attempts at home or more. So I think this is going to happen. I think he gets 10 snaps at least. Yes, Kenneth Walker, He did have 65 yards rushing last game against them, the Rams, and he did have 16 carries, which is crazy. But at home, the home backups play better at home. Okay. So I think they're going to give him a little bit more of a leash. They're going to give him more than 7 carries. They're going to be able to, hey, Sam Darnold cannot win this game for us. It has to be you. And so I would take this number to up to 39.5. I think he has 40 yards. My projection is 40 yards. So 33.5 is cool. Taking it right now, minus 115. That parlay price gets you plus 475. If you parlay the Rams money line, you parlay Shaq's prop of the Sam Darnold INT, which is going to happen, and Zach Charbonnet over 33.5 rushing yards, bro. That's the sweat. That's the only sweat I feel like in the game is this. And that gives you a plus 475 odds. If you were to even just bet Sam Darnold INT and Rams money line, that's plus 175. That's not bad either. If you're scared of Zach Charbonnet, then Darnold INT and Rams money line is a pretty good bet too. Just do what's comfortable for you. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, in the long run, you guys just have to make your decision. Like, we're giving you guys our informed decision why we're making these bets, and we talk through it every week. And really, you either got to agree or disagree. And it comes down to what do you agree with. But, like, the decision is we're giving you guys odds here. You don't have to take all 3. You can take 1 and parlay it with something you're confident on. You can take 2 and put it on something, or you could disagree and take the opposite, or take all of it. But really, it comes down to, like, we're giving you guys the information that we know, what our best bets are, what we are actually betting on. We're not just trying to feed you full of shit. So,
yeah.
And I'm telling you, Rams money line and Sam Darnold with an INT at plus 175, that's pretty good money, guys. The Charbonnet might be a sweat, but like you put $10 on both of those, you're gonna at least make your money. You're gonna make plus money back.
And see, I'm even more of a degenerate, bro. I will. So last night, the Knicks played the NBA Cup game versus the Spurs. I took the Knicks team total over 118.5. That cash, right? But I parlayed it with tomorrow's prop of the Rams money line. Like, some people just need one more leg to make something more profitable. Like, so you ain't gotta take all 3 of our bets or even 2 of our bets. You can just take the one best bet that you like, parlay with a different fucking sport, and you'd be like, there you go. That's money right there. Oh, I watch soccer, so I'm gonna bet on Manchester United money line. I'm gonna parlay with this Rams money line. That's plus 250 probably. So it's like, guys, you ain't gotta take everything. Okay, take what you agree with. Parlay that with something that you already have bet on or want to bet on that we don't even know about, that we don't even watch. Hockey. You could be a hockey enthusiast. I'm betting on the Golden Knights minus 2.5 goals. Do that. Parlay with this Rams money line, though. That'd be nice. I'm sure it'd probably be nice.
I know a guy that watches hockey, shouts out, and what he loves is when there's a big lead in hockey, he bets a third period a goal for the team that's ahead, and he puts a lot of money on it because you know what happens is guys pull the goalies all the time, and he's like, pulled goalies have made me at least $15,000 the last 3 years. Like, and that's all he does. But I mean, he bets paychecks on it, bro. Like, so I'm not advising you to do that, but like, that's what we're saying, guys. If you know an abstract thing, I watched a guy this year bet on Angel Reese to miss her first shot in every game. And you know what? He cashed out 12 fucking times in a row. It don't matter, dude. Parlay what you know. And that's what we're getting you at. Like, you know something, we're trying to give you something to parlay with it, because now that we're in this type of betting, there's tons of things. You don't have to be all one sport or the other. And it's opened my eyes because I've been looking at other things. I've been betting on basketball this week. I was so close to cashing a lot of money on that too, but that's another day, But
Like
that's what we're getting at.
I bet on freaking Ivy League basketball. The nerds, bro. I'm a nerd. I bet on Dartmouth last night, bro. They were minus 110. I was like, yeah, Dartmouth is going to win that game. They blew them up by 20 points. I was like, yeah, let's go, Dartmouth. Let's go, nerds. Let's go.
That's a $10, baby. He said that's $10, baby. Yeah.
like, I parlayed it. I parlayed it with the Knicks team total over, which got me the $50 that I wanted off of a $10 bet, which is clutch. But that's what I'm saying, guys. You ain't gotta bet the same sport, same game parlay, same sport parlay. You can go different sports, bro. We have been unleashed, okay, from the DraftKings pick sixes, from the freaking Price Picks parlays where you have to bet on the same team in the same sport in the same game. Like, no, we're done with that. You can go bet on some horse racing, parlay that with the regular money line. Do it. Let's go, man. Presbyterian, parlay that with the Rams money line.
I know it's so funny because I know a guy that every year in May they go to the Kentucky Derby, and him and his dad, dad's got some money, and they have a good old time betting on horse racing. And I've gone down to Arkansas, and I've had some good times betting horses. And I'll tell you right now, that's degenerate shit right there because I don't know a damn thing. I've had a good time betting some horse races, boys. I'm not gonna lie. And that's why I love NASCAR. That's why I love watching NASCAR on the super speedways because it is a horse race, literally going 200 miles an hour for 4 hours. So, I mean, do what you do, boys. Do what you know, but you can have a lot of fun in the horse races, but I don't know a damn thing. I've had a good time, though.
Hey, thank y'all for tuning into the show. Horse races, bro. I haven't got into that yet, but I'm down to put $10 on a couple of horses. But we will recap the game for Thursday night football. Rams plus 1.5 at the Seahawks minus 1.5. Over under 42.5. It went down from 44 to 42. So the under is probably going to happen. I think the money is moving in the right direction. It's going to be cold and windy in that game and probably raining. It's in Seattle, guys. Let's be real. It always rains. Our bet is Rams money line minus 105. Shaq's prop is Sam Darnold over 0.5 INTs. He's going to throw an INT. Zach Charbonnet over 33.5 rushing yards is my prop for this game. That parlay is plus 475. That is our bet for this Thursday night football game. We will return on Friday to give you the Saturday games. We got games on Saturday, and you know who's playing on Saturday. It's the Eagles. Eagles playing the Commanders, man. The Manders, the Commandos, going commando because they got their defense is going commando because they have naked defense. They had no defense at all. Their defense is going commando.
They're the Commandos, man. Yeah, the commodes. They're terrible. Yeah, man. They're just swirling.
Bro, they're bad, dude. They're bad. They are toilet bowl food. Okay, toilet bowl food. But so we will get back to that game on Friday. So we have two Saturday games. We got the Eagles, Commanders. We got the Packers, Bears, which is a good game. See, we balance out the bad game with the good game. Okay, that's good Saturday stuff right there. And then we're gonna go to the weekend, which has really good games, playoff implications all over the place, except for the Chiefs. No playoff indications. And then the Cowboys, no playoff implications for them either. And Shaq's having the ball because the people he hates the most in the NFL are no longer competing for a Super Bowl. Their season is expired. Shaq, any words?
Oh, yeah, man. I'll tell you what. Welcome to the Gardner Minshew experience, Kansas City. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. And I just want to let you guys know, not only am I touting, I called both of these divisions 15 weeks ago. Eagles to win, Broncos win the division. The Eagles were minus money, but the Broncos, good money. And I'll tell you right now, we're going to preview this game. But the Bears, I took the Bears to win that division. Plus 800 at the beginning of the year. I took the Patriots too, guys. Season-long bets next year. I'm telling you guys, that's going to save my season. I'm in the profit, but that's going to make me a lot of profit. I always cash in at the end of the year, guys. So I'm going to let you know.
But yes, that's what I'm saying, guys. It's not always a rabbit race. It's a snail's race too. Betting can be a snail's race. Real analysts, handicappers will bet the long game like Shaq. He's thinking ahead, okay? And then he bets in between, but he's already thought ahead. So his thoughts ahead are helping him out throughout the season because he's like, oh, I already have money on the Texans. I'm going to bet on them as much as I can. Oh, I got money on the Patriots. I'm going to bet on the Patriots as much as I can. Like, it makes so much sense, guys. You have to understand that we are not just basic Joe Blow gamblers, bro. We are actually analyzing the sport, then putting our hard-earned money that we use to feed our families onto the game. Okay, it's expendable money, bro. But anything expendable money can still use for the family too, bro. Okay, we are not just betting our own money that we have to feed our kids, but anything you have in your pocket can feed your family. But the money we set aside goes towards betting on games, sports that we actually think and learn about before we put money on. So, guys, we're just not careless with our money. Okay, so you can trust our bets. You can trust them.
Yeah, we're not trying to Deshaun Watson you guys. We're not trying to get them.
Hey, no rubbing tugs. No rubbing tugs here, guys. Just straight up, honest betting, honest analysis.
We're not trying to grab lab you guys at all. No way. No way.
But tune in on Friday. We'll be back. We'll be back Friday with another episode of Money Huddle. Okay. We have all of our bets for the weekend and Sunday night football and Monday night football. All of that will be all included. Okay. And the Saturday games. So tune in for that. Good luck with your bets as always. Peace.
Peace, guys.